This is Lucille from TTF Training Consultants. I thought I'd like to just give a bit of information to you, the general public, that I think would be quite useful for you. The first video today is going to be about the SARS auto assessment. The SARS auto assessment was released on the 1st of August this year. SARS decided a few years ago that they wanted to give taxpayers an already completed return. To that end, SARS then worked on increasing their third-party database. So currently, SARS has quite a bit of information on you. SARS has obtained information from insurances, from medical aid schemes, from banks, things that for example, for yourself as an RAF, they have that information, they have your medical aid scheme information. So SARS has built up a rigorous third-party data system. Using that third-party data, they then pre-populated returns a few years ago. I'm sure you have seen that we have received pre-populated returns with data already in place. With the data becoming more and more rigorous, SARS then decided it would be time to step out and give you an already completed return. The idea behind the SARS auto assessment is the information is already completed for you. All you need to do as a taxpayer is to accept the information, check it, and submit it to SARS. SARS then assesses you based on that information and issues you with a notice of assessment. Now, there's a few things that I'd like to just talk about in regards to the auto assessment. The first thing is, if you choose to accept the auto assessment, please make sure you check that all the data is there. A few years ago, what I found out that at some point, some banks were late in submitting their third-party data to SARS. So some of the interest was not declared on the taxpayer's return. So if you are going to accept the auto assessment, please check that all your income has been declared properly. So don't just accept it thinking that everything is there. There could be maybe an interest claim or interested income that has not been declared. So please check that before accepting it. The other thing that I want to just bring to your attention with the SARS auto assessment is SARS does not have all your data. For example, SARS does not know your travel allowance deduction. That you have to submit to SARS. That you have to give proof of your kilometers that you've traveled, all of that information. SARS doesn't know what the out-of-pocket expenditure is for your medical aid. SARS doesn't know other claims like a home office claim or a claim against a wear and tear of some sort. So the claims that you would like to submit to SARS, that will not be on the auto assessment. So please do not accept the auto assessment if you know that you have stuff to claim. So if you're wanting to claim anything, please then reject the auto assessment and complete the return yourself. So you have the option of accepting the auto assessment or rejecting the auto assessment. If you accept the auto assessment, you go into eFiling and the process continues from there. If you reject it, you'll get a return that is pre-populated with the information that SARS had for you then to submit your corrected information or for you to submit your claims that you have not submitted on your return. The process thereafter continues as per normal. You get your notice of assessment and your notification for verification or not. So accepting the auto assessment, please note, it does come with the liability. It means that you accepted what SARS has given you. You haven't changed it, you accepted it. But if something is omitted, it does not exclude you from liability. If an interest amount is omitted from that return, you still are liable for that. SARS will not say, oh, shame, you forgot your interest. No, you will still be charged a penalty for omission of income if it was intentional. So please be aware of that. You cannot say that SARS assessed you, therefore it's going to be okay. Therefore, you don't have any liability towards that return. No, ultimately, you are responsible as the taxpayer for that return. Make sure that it is completed correctly. Make sure that the information that is declared there is in fact true and correct. There is no saying that I didn't know. or it wasn't. It was SARS who submitted that information for me. So accepting it means that everything there is correct, everything has been declared, and that everything is compliant. So be aware of that when you do accept SARS assessment. The process is fairly simple and fairly easy. Just to go into eFiling, check it, submit it if you accept it, reject it if you don't want to, and complete your correct information. Thank you very much.